Hey, what's up, Aries? Welcome to Soul Embers. For those of you that have just stumbled across this video and you've never heard of me before or you've never seen me, my name is Andrea and this is Soul Embers. My existing viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for all the love, your likes, your subscribes, your comments. I am so unbelievably grateful. Aries, you guys have absolutely blown me away. Most viewed video for December 2019, by far, not just a little bit, goes to the Aries Ex spread. Absolutely amazing. And of course, for that reason, I'm going to do another X spread for you, a bonus X spread for January. It's the very least I can do. If the messages are reaching so many of you and it's resonating, then I want to, dig deeper and offer you guidance and support through the messages that I channel so we can continue the energy of making that positive shift, right? So not only was it the most viewed, it also had the most comments, and I am trying to respond to as many of those comments as possible. At this stage, I am able to keep up with it, and I hope I'm always able to. I think it's very important, and it is my absolute dream that the viewers and subscribers of Soul Embers feel that this is a safe place that you can come to and you can get the support that you need from people that are experiencing similar situations and are working towards having the same positive outcome, working towards spiritual growth, working towards coming from a loving place, working towards healing, lifting your vibration and shifting your energy onto your true life path, right? So you can fulfill your life purpose and what it is that you're here to achieve in this lifetime. And so when I see all these comments, it shows me that people are wanting to connect, and it's showing me that, not only are you guys commenting on the reading and giving me so much love and showing your appreciation through all those positive comments, which I'm so humbled by and so grateful that I'm able to deliver it in such a way that you resonate with. But there are others that are also commenting on the comments, showing support. And that is key. This is a little soul tribe that we can work together towards shifting our energy on a collective level. That is my business's vision. Soul Embers is all about lifting universal vibration. And I am so determined to do that, even if it's one person at a time. So I'm humbled. I'm so very, very grateful. And this is the very least I can do to show that appreciation. Anyway, Aries, anything and everything you need to know about how I go about doing my readings, how these energies can be applied, or how they may work, how timing plays out in these readings, what we mean when we say timing is fluid. All that information is in the description box below, as well as the disclaimer, which has important information on the channel, and what to do if the message doesn't resonate. One thing's for sure, please don't force it to fit. It's just not for you. There is information below on how you can go about finding a reading that better resonates with you at this time. For those of you that would like to reach out for a personal reading, my readings are really resonating with you or you're liking my style, my contact details are below as well. So let's jump straight into it, Aries, and see what's going on with matters relating to your ex. I've already shuffled and meditated on the cards, and I was picking up an energy that a lot of you are turning to exploring a more creative side of yourselves in order to work through healing and releasing anything that is preventing you from closing out aspects that have to do with your ex. I feel that there are many of you that are struggling to just completely let it go. And I'm not talking about for a lot of you, I was picking up, there is still those remnant feelings of nostalgia and wondering how things would be different if you were now together. And then for others of you, it's a feeling of resentment and a need for justice to be served. In whichever way, both of those areas require healing, to release and let go. Finally, to have no concern as to what it is that your ex is doing, to be at peace within your soul. And I feel that a lot of you are trying to seek out new activities or new creative ways to go about really coming to peace within your heart, coming to a more calmer sense of self, to stop that mind chatter. I feel that there's a lot of thinking going on, and so you're tapping into that creative side, and you could be doing that through applying it through your work. You could be doing it as a hobby. It could be even artistic, drawing, singing, poetry, whichever way it applies to you. But I feel that there is a shift that's going on in finally releasing and letting go. Now, with this creative side, it's almost like allowing your heart chakra to open up and receive the love that you deserve. It is, love is all about nurturing. It's all about creativity. It's all about abundance. It's all about fertilizing through your dreams and your goals through a space of complete love, only love. And this is what you're starting to explore now. The healing is slowly starting to take place. You're finally releasing and letting go, and you're opening yourself up to giving the love that you want to receive back. All right, guys, enough talking. So that's what I was channeling. I'm going to jump straight into your reading. Pardon me, I'm just getting over a cold. It's been terrible. All right, Spirit, what have we got for Aries in the collective? Who am I connecting with today in matters relating to their ex? I just want to see what's going on here. What's going on? Who am I connecting with? What's going on with Aries and their ex? What's going on with Aries and their ex? What's the picture here? Give me a picture. Oh, excuse me, the card fell down. All right. What's going on with Aries and their ex? Give me an overall picture, please. Give me an overall picture. Who am I connecting with today? Two's a company, three's a crowd is the saying that's coming to mind right now. I'm feeling those that I'm connecting with have received some kind of communication, have received some kind of message, whichever way communication can come in these days. And it does have to do with some sort of an offer. It does have to do with, quite possibly, I'm feeling sharing emotion, apology, explanation in something relating to a third party. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a third party as in an intimate relationship. It could have to do with, an experience that the ex has gone through with a third person that has forced them to make some sort of a realization to the point that they're actually reaching out to you. And they've spent quite some time, I have to tell you, in their feelings, thinking about what you guys once had, thinking about how much balance you brought to their life, their emotional well-being. You know, it was a well-rounded, balanced feeling that they got on the inside. I'm not talking about what was manifested on the outside. I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, you know, they just felt at ease. And whatever has happened has really forced them to face the fact that Aries was home. Aries was my safe place. Aries was where I could be myself. Aries was love. Aries was passion. Aries was healing. Aries gave me clarity to make the decisions I needed to make. Aries offered me the opportunity for exploration and, you know, to expand and grow, to nurture and, you know, plant the seeds for my personal future, not just together, but for my own growth. And I feel this message has come in, guys, but Aries is saying, it's a little too late. It's quite possibly a little too late. There may still be love there, but too much has passed. You have lost way too much. And I feel it's not so much in the journey with your ex during the relationship. I feel that a lot happened, a lot of change happened within you, Aries, when the relationship was over. You know, that relationship may have been a catalyst to what opened Pandora's box. And I feel that it took you down, you know, took you through Shadow City, basically, where you really had to face some realities. And as you walked through that and you faced the reality of what was, you started to see your ex in a totally different light to when you were together. It's almost like you really took a step back to observe it and to let the truth unfold, to let those rose-colored glasses come off that we sometimes wear when we're in love. Wow, amazing, Aries. But guess what? You're ready, baby. You're ready to start something new. You're ready to take a leap. So ultimately, it's up to you whether you take the apology. You may choose to accept the apology and you may choose, to thank them for an apology if it's an apology that's coming through, or thank them for the truth if it's a matter of truth, or however it applies or fits with you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to accept it. You may choose that they need to live with their choices and you will walk away. Or you may choose that you want to accept what they've said, everything falls into place, and you're ready to move in a new direction with this person in your life again, if that's a possibility, depending on what this message is about. So let's have a look a little bit deeper at what your ex's energy currently is. Okay. I don't feel the need to pick up any more cards. So it feels like there was definitely a time where they may have walked away to gain some clarity. I feel that there may have been some turbulence. You may have faced them with an ultimatum of some sort, or you may have had certain expectations that they weren't delivering on. And that doesn't mean that you were expecting anything above and beyond other than what was promised. It's just that I feel, and I don't know why I feel this, there were certain things that were said, but they weren't followed through with. And I feel that it was either you that gave them this ultimatum and asked them to finally make some decisions and put their words where their mouth is, you know, to put action to those words. And it may have caused this breakup where either you decided to walk away, but I feel that it may have been them to take some time to think, to clear their thoughts, to think about what it is that they have promised to invest in, or what it is that you're asking them to invest in, and see how to sort through those feelings before they go ahead and usher in a brand new beginning. But what I'm feeling is that in that process of this separation, they decided to take a different route. They decided to pursue other endeavors, let's say, that gave them a sense of vitality, gave them a sense of life, ignited the passion within them. You know, they wanted to start brand new with something that lit up their soul. Now, if this energy doesn't sound like them and it sounds more like you, then of course flip it so that it fits your energy. So let me just pull out a couple of more cards on that. So for some time, I feel that, you know what, they quite possibly wanted to walk away. And I am strongly feeling that it's their energy now. And start something completely brand new. You may have felt blocked for some time. You may have had an argument that finally caused the ending of the relationship, and there was no communication for some time. Yet here they come back in. After they've experienced, they've explored, that enterprise didn't quite go as planned, or that situation didn't go quite as planned, they've had this realization that Aries is home. So now they want to come back home. They want to offer you love. They want to offer you emotional commitment. They want to offer you whatever it was that you were not receiving before. This is the space they're coming in with. And you're thinking about all the times and all that loss that you had to endure over this entire journey as you watched this unfold, both while you were together and while you were apart. And you don't know if you want to take that cup. So I want to know how my beautiful Aries are going. How are my beautiful Aries going? How are my beautiful Aries feeling? And I've got to tell you guys, I'm feeling very calm right now. It's almost like Aries, you don't give a damn. You know what? You've been through it. You have been through it. And you're very matter-of-fact about it. Very matter-of-fact about it. So how are my Aries stacks showing up right now? I'm feeling I need to take all this. Oh my God, Aries. This is amazing. You're like, you know what, honey? I have now received my justice. I have been nothing but supportive, loving, nurturing. I came from a place of giving of self. And I was deceived. You know, I was, you know, your ex was withholding emotion from you. You know, they were only telling you what they needed to tell you to keep the momentum going. This is how you feel. Okay, this is how you're feeling. It may not necessarily be the space that they were coming from, but this is how it came across. And you really, really felt deceived. You felt that when they left, they took a part of you with them. All that nurturing and love and support and that unconditional type of love, you invested it in them. And when they left, it went with them. And then you were left having to start from scratch and fill that cup of emotion up all over again. The journey for you was very, very tumultuous. I continuously use words I cannot pronounce. And so now you're like, oh honey, justice has been served. I have been through it. I have learnt my lessons. I have really, really gained mental clarity from the pain that I have endured and from the injustice, not just from your relationship, but from previous relationships to this particular ex that I'm talking about. And you know what? Come at me. You come at me with your deceit and I'm going to cut you out forever. Aries, you are not playing. All right. I'm just getting, who do you think you are? Like, seriously? You go off and you know, you want to go off and experience life to finally come full circle and realize that everything you were looking for outside of our relationship actually existed in it. Like, this is what it took. And unfortunately, Aries, sometimes that's how it works. We all are working at different paces on our journey. Your person at the time or your ex may not have been at the same level that you were and was not able to give love as abundantly as you were able to. They still needed to go through those lessons and life experiences to really level up and meet you. But what's happened here is now that they've come to the point that you were, you have again superseded that. And you have leveled up spiritually. You have become stronger, you've become more courageous, you've become more determined, and you've become more clear. So they again have a lot of work to do. So how are they going to come in? How are they going to earn your trust again? These are the messages I'm getting. And I feel like that finally you're really able to apply those messages, listen to your intuition, and pick up on those triggers and pick up on those red flags and cut out any behavior before it even enters a kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Before you get too invested, you're not going to get invested. You can pick up on those triggers and you're just going to block it. And I feel that you may just cease communication and go up at that and start a brand new beginning. You're so done. You can see that it's time for something new. They either need to meet you eye to eye or you are off. All right, let's have a look at what the potential outcome might be. Okay, the potential outcome. Oh, wow, Aries. This looks amazing. So right now, this is where we're at. I want you guys to know that whatever decision you make is going to lead you to your happily ever after. It's going to lead you to your emotional stability, emotional fulfillment. It's going to give you the sense of home that not only that I was talking about, they see in you, your ex sees in you. Whatever decision you make, you will find that inner peace, that inner emotional stability that's going to lead to emotional fulfillment. And it comes in the form of commitment. And it does come in the form of a committed relationship. The reason why you're going to receive this, and I feel so strongly about it no matter what decision you make, is because you have stepped into this energy of really, really spiritually elevating and tapping into your intuition and bringing and tapping into the aspects of your subconscious that need to be worked on. You've worked on it all and you've released a lot of whatever has been blocking you subconsciously. And now you're standing by your values. You're feeling very, very strong and centered as far as your values go, as far as your morals go, and who you stand for, your character. So this is what I'm getting, that the result of your spiritual elevation and the work that you've put into unblocking a lot of these areas of your life that were preventing you from embracing the emotional fulfillment is going to lead you to that beautiful place that you call home. Okay, so whatever decision you make, you're going to assess it. You're going to assess how much you're going to invest into it. And if you feel that it's not worth further investing, you are going to move on. And it's no longer going to come from a space of emotionally driven decision, or it's not going to come about impulsively. It's coming from a place of clarity and with your long-term stability in mind. So with that, and the thing is, it's not that you don't feel emotion, it's just that you know what emotional outcome you want to have. And you know that it's definitely needed to work through this process from a very stable, clear point of view. So if your person, let's say, for those that this may resonate with, is going to show up and truly show signs of elevation and commitment and loyalty and whatever other morals and values you hold true to yourself, and is able to maintain that consistently, you'll assess it with every step that they take. They're under the microscope. Okay? And there's no, airy-fairy bullshit here. If they put one toe out of place, they're out the door. That's what I'm getting. And then those of you that decide to start something new, you know that that's the right thing for you. You absolutely know. Amazing reading, Aries. I absolutely love doing that for you. I hope it resonated just as much as the first one did. I hope it gave you some clarity. I hope it motivated and inspired you to make the decision that's in your best judgment, so you can embrace the love that you deserve. I will see you for your, what month are we in? January. For your February 2020 love readings, general readings, and egg spread. All right, guys, thank you so very much once again for all the views, the comments, and the love that you show to Soul Embers. Bye for now.